Hey, 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 dope people. It's your girl Paisley. I'm the Mindset Makeover Maven and the Dope Life Movement Creator.
And I'm Tammy of Party Diva Events, the Chief Design Diva.
So, we are here with another episode of Sippin and Soul Speak. So you know what to do. Go ahead and drop that heart emoji down below if you are catching us live. And if you are catching us on the replay, go ahead and drop that number 2 in the comments down below. So we need a mic check. We need somebody to tell us.
Microphone check, 1 2 1
What
2.
is this? So make sure that you can hear us. So if you're catching us live, go ahead and let us know that you are catching us live and that you can hear us. And I'm going to actually try to move this camera around and see if we can't get some better lighting. Because I feel like, yes, I feel like that's a little bit better. So,
Okay. There you go.
if you are catching us live, go ahead and drop that heart emoji down below. And if you are catching us on the replay, drop that number 2 in the comments down below. You know how we do it. Sipping and Soul Speak. Tell us what you're sipping on. Anything from sparkling water to sparkling wine, everything in between and beyond. So we just want to know, we want to know. What is it that you are sipping on? Hi, Alicia.
Hey, Lee, how are you?
Welcome. Can't stay, but y'all look cute. Oh, you're so sweet. So thanks for popping in on us. We appreciate it, girlfriend. Yes. So it looks like I have Amy out there. Tell us what you're sipping on. We don't care what it is. We don't discriminate. It could be water. It could be a smoothie. It could be liquor.
Moonshine.
I
said that country like moonshine.
I almost,
That's how you have to say it.
but I almost took a little moonshine a little earlier because I like that apple pie moonshine. So if you can hear us, tell us what you're sipping on and let us know that you can hear us. I got Coke Zero Spin Drift.
Spin Drift.
So that is a flavored sparkling water. So what flavor, Kelly, or do they have a plain? Because I do like Spindrift as well. They have a couple of good flavors that I like. So we're gonna make sure that we can see your comments.
Okay, Amy's sipping on Coke Zero, and I would just like to, say that a long time ago, Coke made a zero-like Coke, and it was called Tab in like the 60s. It was a Coke product, and that was that. And then in the 80s, 70s, 80s, it became popular to have Diet Coke. So we started doing Diet Coke, and now we've got Coke Zero. And I'm not quite sure what's the purpose of Coke Zero and Diet Coke. Like, not sure what the difference is. I know that's not a liquor situation, but I'm just so confused as to how that works.
I don't know. We go off on random tangents sometimes.
Well, that wasn't random. That was focused and that was deliberate because we were talking about what you sipping on.
She gave us a history lesson. So, guys, tell us what it is that you are sipping on, and we're gonna tell you what random ass location we're in today, and on our random ass adventures, and we're gonna tell you what we're sipping on. Did you see it?
Yeah, see? We're going to surprise you.
We're going to surprise you in just a little bit and tell you what it is that we have here that we are sipping on.
Tab is at Right. I'm just saying, dropping hints. We took you back to the fact that old school was Tab, and then they had the new, the new Coke and all of that stuff. We bring it back, and then we got Coke Zero. I'm just giving y'all hints.
I see what she did here. But look. My guest host is popping, y'all. Look at her. She's showing up and showing out. Ain't she cute? She is cute. So,
I'm giving y'all cheekbones and eyebrows.
I'm just gonna give y'all these glasses so I can see. And this gel down ponytail braid.
Girl, you cute as ever.
That's what I got today.
On
Purdy. So let's see. Tell us what you're sipping on. Come on in the room.
Yes,
you see her hat, Iris? She is over here showing all the way the hell out. All the way. So
Have hat will travel.
I had on a hat last week. She told me my hat kept getting in her face.
See, I had a little hat, my little
Because
jacket.
I had on the, yeah.
My fascinator. Yes.
I don't do nothing little.
She had a Jackie O hat for
I
vacation.
be on some old go big or go home. And she be all cute and stuff with her little fascinates, huh? But she's super, super cute. I love them. Doesn't she look like she should be planning your party? Party diva in the house.
There's always a reason to have a party. And today is one, a random ass adventure party.
So, I am sipping on a frosé. It comes in a little pouch, and if you can see a little hint of what we're doing, there's a little wrap around that says the 80s. So, but this is a frosé.
And I'm drinking a frozen Prosecco.
A Prosecco. And it's actually, so I had that one first, and now I'm drinking this one, and she had this one first, so we just swapped. I like that one better.
I actually like that one better.
You know what, and I'm not surprised because this is sweeter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know.
That tasted like a lot of fruit was in that one.
Yeah,
So I was enjoying that one.
So this one is a little sweet for me, but it's actually very refreshing.
Iris is drinking Absolute Paloma.
Oh.
You love yourself some Paloma.
I do, but not with Absolute. So I'm a tequila girl. But yes, I enjoy that because Palomas are everything.
Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie.
It's hot. So we decided to get frozen drinks, but we have like little individual pouches. I have a Prosecco.
And I have a frosé.
So
it's frozen rosé.
It's frozen Prosecco, and it is delicious, Joe. Delicious.
And I'm gonna be trying to find out where I can get these so I can keep them in the freezer.
Yes.
Or figure out how to make
It's a delicious summertime treat. It's so delicious.
So, Stephanie said I made a spritzer. You in that Fit Vine, okay. So are you digging the Fit Vine now? Because last week you weren't really feeling the Fit Vine. So, Fit Vine and lime LaCroix. I love LaCroix. I do. I like that sparkling water. It's actually 0 calories, and it has good flavor, and they have all different kinds of flavors. So I do like the LaCroix sparkling waters. So tell us what it is that you're sipping on. We are here with another episode of Sippin' and Soul Speaks, and you know how we do it, guys. Go ahead and drop your heart emojis down below if you're joining us live, and if you're catching us on the replay, go ahead and drop your number 2 in the comments down below. So we are on a random ass adventure. This is our summer series.
Yes.
And basically it's just we're going to different locations, different places, trying new things, trying different things, and sharing them with you guys and encouraging you to have your own random ass adventure in your location or maybe somewhere that you haven't been before. So we are in the DMV, which is not the Department of Motor Vehicles, guys.
That's not a random ass adventure. It's not an adventure at all. That would be painful.
It actually is an adventure. It ain't the kind we want.
but an adventure nonetheless.
It's an adventure nonetheless. Go in there and get your number and sit the hell down and wait till they call you. So, this is in the DMV, which is the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. And so we're here hanging out with you, and we appreciate you for being here with us. And we found a random ass place, which is actually really, really cool. So,
really cool.
So, for those of you who don't know, we grew up in the 80s. Right?
No shame to our game.
So, because I'm about to be 50 next year. So, we grew up in the 80s, and this place is called, it's called Pose, but what they're doing right now, their installation, I guess,
it's like a pop-up.
Is called the Replay. And so this whole venue is set up like the 80s, right? So even the bartender she looked like she just stepped out of a Flashdance video.
Right.
She has on spandex pants with the, with the cut off sweatshirt with the leg warmers. The leg warmers. She got those leg warmers, y'all. It's 999 degrees outside.
It is a Saved by the Bell happiness.
It is so cute. so cute. So they have, so I don't know how to work my camera. Let me see what I can do for you. They have the cutest little stuff, right? So, all right. So it's on a rooftop area, right? So if you can see, right, we're on a rooftop here. And so, but this is the inside part. They do have a small outdoor deck. And then, let me see, let me press this button. And
the script.
Look at that. Isn't that cute? So they have the old video games and things like that. And everything is just set up like the 80s,
you gotta
right?
step over there to get the full view of it. Don't
So,
give them the half.
Tammy over here making me show y'all everything. So look, it's so cute. So cute, so cute, so cute, because we cute. So look at that. Isn't that just like, it looked like you just stepped into the 80s, right? Oh, let me get the bartender because he need to get his good side. Hold on, say hi. Go on and talk to the people.
What's up, people?
So, and
What's up, people?
this is what I was talking about. Look at this outfit, y'all. Hold on, let me get up here so you can see her leg warmers. She is killing the game all the way 80s. So, you know, we don't normally show out like this on Sippin' and Soul Speak, but we wanted to show you how cute this place is. Like, it's a hot little vibe in here, and you could just come in here and chill. They got some 80s music playing in the background and all of that good stuff. So, Tammy done got me out of breath walking around this whole place.
I'm sorry, but you had to really see the 80s vibe to really get the 80s vibe.
But they really didn't sponsor us. So I normally don't do this.
But it's a random ass adventure.
It is a random ass adventure.
We replayed and
So-
went back in time.
So this is called Pose, and the installation, or the pop-up if you will, is called the Replay, and it's a whole 80s vibe up in this joint. It's really cool. So they have the video games and all of that stuff. And
Hey Shaka, tell us what you're sipping on.
Shaka in the house.
Kelly!
Kelly. I'm trying to get this back together, guys, so we can actually see everyone and see what's going on, and you can see us. So, all right, how's that? I don't know if my glasses are foggy.
I think it's the sun because it's not raining anymore now. The sun is beating. When we first got here, it was raining pretty hard.
Yeah, it's a whole thunderstorm situation.
Lightning and everything, real scary, but
I like lightning.
really?
I think lightning is very pretty. I've been struck by lightning before.
I love how casually she says that. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I've been lit up. Like, what?
Girl, yeah. So, yeah, it came through my window. I was playing Atari. Talk about the 80s. I was playing Atari and I had my joystick on my knee, and it came in the window.
Really?
It was like sizzling, like fried.
I always thought you were safe when you were in your house.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You had one more thing to worry about. Not me, really. No. I'm going to just move away from the window during the lightning.
Yeah. I don't even get, like, a lot of people get really quiet during thunderstorms and you got to turn off all the lights. And I don't do
That's
any
what
of that
that's
stuff.
what your grandma has told you.
Yes.
We don't know, but they told us a lot of stuff that we don't know why.
Well, that's what they were told.
My kids got on me because I would always say, "You gotta turn off the, the light in the inside of the car." Like I would really spaz out, and they'd be like, technically,
They go off by itself.
no, like when you're driving and someone turns on
Oh.
the light up top, you were always turn it off. We're gonna get pulled over by the police, and it's like.
I think that used to be a thing. I don't know if it still is. There's all these random little laws that you don't know about until you get a ticket. I didn't know that. Oh, take this ticket, pay it, don't do it again. So, I love the ticket that they give you for your brake light. No, not the brake light, the tag light being out. I love that ticket.
The tagline?
Yes, so your license plate tag has a light. How would you know that it's not on? Unless got a ticket.
I've been blessed to like those in the brake lights where they give me a warning, and if I can prove that I have it fixed before a certain date, the ticket isn't.
They normally give you a fix-it ticket.
Okay, that's what's my fix-it ticket.
Yep.
So Stephanie's birth week is in the building.
Ah!
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
All right, Stephanie. So we got birthdays coming up, and you know how we feel about birthdays. So
Birthday.
happy early birthday to Stephanie. And again, guys, we're here on Sippin' and Soul Speak, and we are wanting to know what it is that you are sipping on. So I have a Frosé,
And
she
I
has
have
a
Prosecco.
So they're real cute. These little pouches are cute, and I'll tell you tomorrow if I have a headache.
I hope not. I hope not. I hope they're just as deliciously packaged and how they look and how they taste that it's no problem in the morning.
We don't like them times. So, Sippin' and Soul Speak. So we have the sipping part, and then we have our soul-stirring conversations. And we are on our Random Ass Adventures. As you know, that is our summer series. And during our summer series, we're just trying to go different places, experience different things, and sometimes in our own backyard, right? And you can do the same thing. Sometimes there's going to be a place that maybe you've never been in your area, a restaurant that you haven't tried. It could be a coffee house that you haven't tried. It could be a park, right? Because I did a Random Ass Adventure in a park.
Right.
Got up one morning and went and watched the sunrise. This park literally like down the street from where I live, and it was beautiful. And it's so funny. The person who told me about that park, when I showed them the pictures, they were like, "Where's this?"
It's the park you told me.
And I was like, "You told me about this park," and they had never taken the time to actually view it from that lens, right? To be able to say, I'm gonna try to turn this a little bit and see if we can't get some better lighting.
Okay.
So they had never looked at it from that perspective. So it was really like, you told me about this park, but we are trying to find joy and find peace and find happiness in the randomest of places. Right. And that last week
Was a week.
where were we last week?
We were at Mission.
So the week before last, we did it at home, right? We talked about having a Random Ass Adventure at home, which is really just about doing something different in your own space.
And sometimes it could simply be mundane things
It could
that
be.
you do at random times. You know, like breakfast for dinner, and when you were a kid, how happy that made you. When it was just basically still a meal, but because it was the randomness of it all gave you excitement and a reason to just change up your regular, and that in itself is a whole vibe.
And it doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to be super expensive. Like, we do dope shit, right? And so
We do dope shit.
So, and dope shit doesn't necessarily mean that it is super fancy and extravagant. It just means that it's dope to me.
Yeah,
right?
and it doesn't even have to be expensive.
It doesn't.
You know, it could be as frugal or as expensive as you want your randomness to be. It's random on a budget, or it's random when you bowling. It depends on what you're doing.
You could be budget balling. That's what I call it. Somebody said that to me recently. You like to go all these places? I'm like, sometimes I be budget balling. Because everything, sometimes you can find great deals on different things, and sometimes you just don't care what the cost is. You just, this is the experience that I want to have, so I'm willing to pay for it. And so that's really what these Random Ass Adventures are about, and that's why we're bringing them to you on Sippin' and Soul Speak, because we want you to find those Random Ass Adventures in the places that could be very local to you,
Right.
and that you never even knew were there. A lot of areas are budget balling. So a lot of areas, little new places pop up,
Right.
and you just, you didn't realize, hey, oh my gosh, there's a new bar over here. There's a new tea house over here.
Right.
There's a new smoothie shop over here that
And
I
it
haven't
doesn't
tried.
have to be all food. It's a new park, like she said, you know. There are places that, you know, you can go that's just really, you know, random and it's local, and a trail near your house that you've never thought. Like when we were younger, we would be a lot more adventurous, and now we're a little more routine, but that whole randomness of it all makes you feel a lot better in the smallest things.
Absolutely. And Stephanie, please send us the video of the merman with the mullet, because I'm digging that already.
I need a hat.
Stephanie, what day are you going? I might need to fly down there and just go to this place with you, because I feel like I need a whole t-shirt.
Oh yes.
And I need to experience this. Is it on the water? A merman with a mullet. I'm done.
It's new. I'll send the video. I need to see that. I need to see that. That's cute.
It's gonna make my whole life. So yeah, so that's really what the Random Ass Adventures are about. So we're here at Pose, and it is in the Gaylord Hotel,
Right.
in the National Harbor in Maryland. Right, so the Gaylord Hotel actually just opened back up. It was closed down for probably a year due to COVID, maybe even longer, and I think they recently opened back up, like maybe in June.
That sounds about right.
I think they reopened in June. It's a huge hotel. It's a huge convention center. They used to have lots and lots of events out here. So it is. I mean, it is a very large property.
Right.
And it is one of the Marriott properties. But they recently opened back up, and this location, this replay. At Pose, which is their rooftop lounge,
Yes.
it's really super cute. So I am really digging it. We'll post some pictures that we've taken in this spot, because they have some really cute spaces. We wanted to sit in that little space that I showed you a minute ago and do our live, but logistically it didn't work.
Right.
But you know, we're here and we are really just enjoying the vibe. And so this doesn't always happen, but the people have been very nice.
They have been the coolest bunch of staff.
And they've been very accommodating for us. So we really value, services is a big thing for me.
That's party motion.
Yeah, so I mean, service is really big. You want to, value when people actually give you good customer service. And you're willing to spend a little more and for the experience of having. Now they don't have food here, so if you come, however, fear not. There are tons of restaurants
galore
around here that are open, that have good food. There's Rosa Mexicana. There's a McCormick and Schmick. There's a lot of restaurants here where you could go get you a bite if you need to. She made a ribeye and some vegetables, and had that before I came out, because I knew that they weren't going to have any food available here. So you can't get any food. Looks like they might have some little dessert things over there.
Those are milkshake toppers.
Oh.
Because they make fancy milkshakes, and they put like a cookie on top that has a chocolate dipped pretzel, macaroons, and everything. So it's like a tower topper that goes on top of your milkshake.
So you could get a dessert and a drink
That's not my adventure today.
at the same time. My stomach said no.
That is not my adventure today.
My adventure is we're gonna stick to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to. Don't go chasing waterfalls. He stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Y'all don't want me.
So we're not chasing any waterfalls today, guys. We're just gonna have our beverages. But yeah, this is really cool, and that's what Sippin' and Soul Speak is about. That's what our Random Ass Adventures are about, and really enjoying life and what's coming to you,
Right.
and actually letting go of some of the past, right? A lot of the times we hold on to things that are in our past, and it hinders us from getting to what's for us in our future. Right. And so if you're holding on so tight to some things and you refuse to let them go, then nothing else can come to you, because you're so focused on holding on to that thing so tightly that may not necessarily be serving you.
Right.
And so, and that's what, the adventures are about. And that's what the randomness of it all is really about. It's just kind of like, we don't really like the 80s, right? We love the 80s, but...
We love the 80s.
But, for some people that might not be your zhuzh, right? It might not be your thing. But just to experience it, and sometimes I tell people, like, if you don't like it, at least you know you don't like it because you actually tried it.
Right.
So, and in life, there's a lot of times where we're kind of like, we're afraid to venture out and try new things or go new places or do something different because it's new and it's unknown, and it can be, like, in our brains, it's kind of scary.
Right.
But that's because we're holding on to what we know and what we're used to. And, if you don't like it, especially if it's not something that can be considered dangerous, right? As much as I like to have structure, I do have a little bit of a wild side of things that I do intend to jump out of an airplane. Other people are like, I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good airplane.
No, thank you.
However, I don't want to go in the woods where creepy crawly things are, and other people are like, that's just nature. I'm like,
I'll hike before
they're gonna kill me.
skydive.
So it's a slow death on one, the other's a quick one. But no, so that's really like, if you don't like it, you can, yes, Stephanie, if you don't like it, you can stay less than an hour and hit somewhere else.
Right.
And that's so true. Like, if you don't, you don't want to feel like you wasted your outfit. Like, I don't want to waste my outfit. If I go on a date, I want it to be good. So if the date is bad, maybe I just go somewhere else by myself afterward, because I look cute right now. Not bad dates. I'm a great date.
I love that.
I'll go date myself over here.
I'm a great date too, Steve.
Yeah, everybody know Steve? Mr. Party Diva.
I gotta get him a shirt that says Mr. Party Diva.
I'm not sure he's gonna appreciate that, but I'm here. I'm here for it.
He's cool enough to rock it.
I'm here for it. I'm gonna take all the videos. In case you're out there watching, Steve, I'm here for Mr. Party Diva shirt. So yeah, there. And if you don't like something, at least you don't like it. You can say, hey, you know what? I didn't have a good experience there. And I do encourage people to. So if you've been around watching Sippin and Soul Speak for a while, you may remember we had our libation librarian, is what I called her, our resident wine expert, and she was teaching us all about drinking wine and how to taste it. And one of the things that she said, because I told her that if I don't like a wine, I'll just pour it out. I'm either going to make sangria out of it, or I'm just going to pour it out. Life is too short to be drinking bad wine. I'm not doing it.
That's the motto for the rest of the
That is the motto. Life is too short to drink horrible liquor. So for me, if I was in a wine club before, and if they would send me 2 bottles of red and 1 bottle of white. If they sent me a bottle that I didn't like, I would try it, but if I didn't like it, I would pour it out, or I would make sangria out of it. And one of the things that she told me, she said, you have to pair it with, make sure you have the right pairing.
Or make a spritzer like Stephanie.
And, or, she also said, you don't just take the one sip and decide. She's like, sometimes you gotta sip it, you come back to it, and she said 3 sips, right? You needed to have 3 sips before you decided, like, this is trash. And then, because I was deciding on the first, this is trash, because I do the dates too, y'all. Don't judge me.
One and done. no, I don't like this. This is trash. You done. I tried it.
I don't like
Not
it.
for me.
I don't like it. So she said to taste it, sip it more than one time, so that you could really get the flavor and have the experience. And sometimes even your adventures can be like that as well, right? Where you might go, like we might come here today and have a great experience, right? And we could be like, oh, these people are awesome and they are amazing. And then we might come back and, our friendly bartenders are not here and there's somebody else here and we're like, this is trash. So you want to make sure, giving things a different opportunity. And, I know for me, sometimes your frame of mind can have an impact as well, right?
Yeah, definitely that.
So, if you go out and you in a grumpified mood, then, you might want to give it a different opportunity. Sometimes, like for me, I know if I'm not feeling it, I'm all about energy and vibes, and if I'm not feeling it, then I'm not going.
Right.
Because I know that, I don't want to project any bad juju on anybody else either. And so, and that can impact the time that you have, the frame of mind.
The company that you're with can impact it. Because, you can go some places and it could be a place that it's not fun for them. And you're just like, you would probably be a lot more into it if that was the case. But then, they're just like, yeah, this is not my vibe. And I'm not going to say they kill your vibe, but it taints, how you feel.
Somebody brought a baby to the bar and the baby is unhappy.
She don't like the 80s.
She don't understand why they're not dinosaurs in here.
Yeah, she may be more Jurassic style.
So, but Tammy, that brought up a good point to me, because I remember the first time I went to Cabo, and it was me and 4 other ladies. There were 5 of us, and we went out one night in like the downtown Cabo area. They have like a lot of their restaurants kind of turn into bars, and they have clubs and everything. So we were just like, oh, we're gonna go back into downtown or whatever. And we went to the Cabo Wabo Cantina.
The fact that it's called Cabo Wabo meant fun.
So, listen. Well, actually, there's a Cabo Wabo tequila. So it's actually named after the tequila.
Oh, okay.
So Cabo Wabo Cantina, we went in there, and when I tell you, first of all, I've never seen so many big, good-looking white dudes in my life. I was like, it's like at a football convention here, like what is going on? But they were playing all of this music that my friends were looking at me like, is she seriously dancing to this? Like, I love all kinds of music, right? So I walk in and I'm psyched, and they are looking like she is wildin'. But I will tell you, they did not try to dim my shine. They did not try to rain on my parade. They legit sat at the table, and I was on the dance floor like, Billie Jean is my lover. And I was singing all of like the
pop
Phil
songs.
Collins, Genesis, all the pop songs that they were playing. And I was like, every time I would get ready to come off the dance floor, they play another jam. I'd be like, ah! And
you couldn't sit down because that's my song. That's my song too.
Oh my God, they playing it. Oh my God, this is me.
Right.
And they're sitting over there like, I cannot relate. They could not relate. They did not understand. But what they did not do was to say, let's go. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
You want to dance again?
Right.
Right.
They sat at the table and they chilled. They waited. Until probably my feet were tired, and it takes a long time for my feet to get tired. So I'm gonna say I didn't do that to them, but I did like dance at least probably 4 songs, and then I finally was like, okay,
Like, come back to the table.
come back to the table. So I'm like, because I'm also, you know, aware that they're not enjoying it as much as I am.
Right.
But so I'm like, okay, I'm good. We can go. Like, I got it out, right? And so we leave there and we walk outside, and there's this little like tiki bar that was set up, and they were playing Biggie, and so you know me, I'm like, hey, and so, all the hip hop.
Let me put that pop back in my pocket.
But I can rock out to a lot of stuff, and that was more kind of their scene, and so I had 2 good times,
right? Right.
And they may have only had one, but the company that I kept at that time, they let me do me.
Right.
And weren't complaining and da da da. So it is, the company that you keep is also very, very important. So I will definitely say that.
That can make a difference in, like, even if it's food, she's always telling me don't yuck her yum, you know, and I'm working on that, where when I go out to eat with someone and they're ordering something that I would just be like, oh my God, yeah, oh my God. So I'm just like, because I don't want, you know, their experience to be tainted because I feel some kind of way.
So yes, you know, so you gotta be able to let go of some of the things that you're familiar with, let go of some of the things that you're used to, and then you have to actually be willing to try something new and be mindful. Like, really, I'm the mindset makeover maven, and that's not really just a cute little title.
Right.
It's really about, what I do is help people to make over their mindset. Hey, Jackie. So it's really about helping people to make over their mindset, right? And doing a mindset makeover is really it is a thing that you have to be ready for it. Everybody don't want to make over their mindset, right? Some people want to hold on to the past, and they want to, you know,
be their best selves.
They don't want to be their best self. They don't want to let go of certain things, behaviors, attitudes, moods, whatever. And so that's going to impact you. And it actually is going to limit the abundantly dope life that you can live. Because that's what we're all about, living our dopest life, being our dopest self.
Can I ask, like, what do you think, like, one of the major things that people need, you know, because you say they have to be ready. Like, you can help them make over their mindset, but they have to be ready. What is the best thing they can do to kind of, you know, like, pull themselves together to be into a open, receiving mindset makeover type attitude? Attitude? Is that what I say, attitude?
It is, but really there's nothing that you can do per se. And I don't know if you guys are having a hard time seeing me because this sun is shifting around.
She's the caramel, I'm the chocolate. If that helps you in what you're looking at. You know, depending on what you're looking at.
So I don't know. This is not being my friend right now. I don't like it.
Maybe we can turn off. Maybe we can turn off the light. The ring light is that. Her skin is popping a second ago.
I know, right? You saw that? So, I don't know, guys. You tell me if that works. I can't see anything.
Stephanie says it used to be, now that she just glazes over and let people be grumpy and have fun anyway.
Okay. Yeah, but you know, when you said what can you do to get ready for a mindset makeover, you have to just decide. Like, you have to, and it's a decision. And really, for your mindset makeover, like, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you are tired of being stuck like Chuck, if you are done with the old ways and you want something new, then you have to be willing to try something new. And I can't make you be ready.
No,
right?
That.
So you have to, it's really a decision, right? Because sometimes people aren't ready. And I think that it's really, you know, you have to get to the point where you're just like, listen, I'm ready. And there's, I think the best thing that you can do is take a self-inventory.
That part.
If you take a self-inventory and you decide that where you are isn't where you want to be, then that's when you decide. So if you if you sit back and say, hey, I really want to do A, B, and C, right? And don't put limitations on yourself, because a lot of the times we're holding on to old things, right? That really don't serve us. If I want to be, so for example, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a fashion designer. She can't draw. And so that's back when everybody was drawing and there wasn't, computer aided design, which is called a CAD system, wasn't as popular back then, right? So, but I couldn't really draw. Like, I'd have these ideas in my head, but I couldn't get them on paper. And so that didn't mean I stopped liking fashion or style, right? I still enjoyed fashion. I still enjoyed style. I still, in my style specifically, right? But, but I knew that, hey, that right there, that part, I'm not gonna do. And so you really just have to, sometimes you let go of some of the old things, and that's what we started talking about, right? Is letting go of some of the old things to get to the new things.
Right.
I know a lot of the times we just get stuck in like, when I was 5 years old, I wanted to be a princess, and I wanted to be Cinderella, and it's like, but we 90 now, and what does that vision of a princess change for you or not? And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. But sometimes you have to be willing to, to get to where you want to go. You have to be willing to let go of some of the baggage and things that you're holding that don't serve you. And I'm not talking about things that actually serve you, right? So if you have something, a burning desire in your heart that you've always wanted to do, I always wanted to.
And then that means if it's still burning there, it's not in the past. It's not something in the past that you need to let go of. That's something that you're still feeling now. That's how people end up with a bucket or to-do list, that they want to do before they finish. Oh, that's a good lady. Right? Let me slide around. Because, ooh, she looks real. Ooh, M&M right there. Ooh, excuse me. It's chocolate. What are you doing?
Brown girls. So yeah, Stephanie said, let that shit go. So yes, sometimes you do have to let some things go and figure out what really serves you and what it is that you want to do. And when you take that self-inventory, and you have to be when you're doing that self-inventory, you have to be real with yourself.
Right.
Sometimes you have to get from around those individuals who are going to yes you to death. Right? So she and I have hard conversations almost every week.
Yes.
Right? And it's not a one-way street either. Sometimes it's like, well, did you think about? And I'm like, I didn't think about that. But we can be that for each other. And sometimes there's times when I go to her and say, this is the Tammy that I need. I have a question for you. I need you to listen, but I need this Tammy.
Right.
I don't need my road dog Tammy. I need this Tammy.
Right.
I need objective Tammy.
Right.
Right? And so then she's like, okay, let me adjust and be that person for you. And you need some of those types of people in your corner, because some people are just going to yes you to death because they know you ain't going to listen to them any goddamn
And that's
way.
not what ride or die means, like just riding to death. No, ride or die. They're going to watch you. They're going to keep you. They're going to make sure that you're doing right. And if you're doing something that's you need some girlfriends or some boyfriends to be like, come on now. What we doing? What we really doing?
Sorry.
What we really doing?
And you definitely need those types of people in your corner that are going to check you and be like, did you really think about that? And that you can respect enough to know that it's in love. Mm-hmm. Because some people don't mean you any good. And those are the kind of people that will weed themselves out as you start to grow.
Right.
But when you can get to a place where you can just let that shit go, like Stephanie said, right? And you can take a self-inventory and really be real with yourself, or find those individuals who are actually going to be real with you, not those people who are living vicariously through you, right? I wish I could walk around naked and in the summertime and
You could, girl.
anybody could.
It may not look the same way, but you could do it.
but like sometimes people enjoy your boldness of doing certain things that don't serve you well, right? But they're like, oh my gosh, I so love that you're so bold with that, but it doesn't, how is it serving? And so you really have to think about all of those things too. So I think that, sorry guys if you hear some background noise. So I think that there's a lot of that happens when you're trying to get to your best self and decide. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right type of people who are going to encourage you to be your best self, right? Not just because, like, if you're everybody's entertainment, then you need to check the company that you're keeping, right? Because this ain't no damn clown show. We're out here.
Good fellas. I'm funny like haha, funny like how. Funny like what do you mean I'm funny?
Right. So, if you are the entertainment, then you are the clown. And if you are the clown, you have to decide, do I want to be the clown of this show with the people that I surround myself with? No, I want to surround myself with people who, are doing different things, like doing dope shit. I want to surround myself with people who are trying to be positive. Well, and want to be positive, right? And not just like, I don't. Like nobody, somebody does, but that's not what I want to surround myself.
That's not where my joy lies.
So I want to be around people who can check me when I need to be checked, and who can actually just be like, listen, sis, that's probably not the best idea, or help me talk through it and think through it. Right. Because sometimes you already know the answer. You just need somebody to help you think through it. And that's how I do my mindset makeovers, right? I'm not like, don't do this, do that. I am more of
you ask questions, or why are you doing it that way? Why do you think that? Why do you enjoy that? To kind of guide you into.
Yeah.
Because you literally have to make over your brain sometimes, because sometimes we live in a world where you go through certain stages of your life where I'm not even going to say everybody tries to please other people, but you try to live by a social norm that may not be the values and the norms that you say are the values and norms. Because we have that conversation all the time. I'm like, that's not normal. And she's like, that's not normal to you. And I'm like, because to me, in my world, my normal is normal.
It's like, it's everybody's normal. That's normal for everybody. And I'm like, who's it normal for? And she's like, it's normal for everybody. I'm like, but is it?
Right. So you have to be open to change your mind, and like random adventures kind of helps baby step you into like making little changes, and what do they say that to get here, you don't have to just take one big jump. You just one step every day.
Yes.
You'll eventually end on the path that you really want to be on, but you got to make that first step.
Absolutely.
In that direction.
So I think that the real answer to your original question was, how do you prepare yourself for a mindset makeover? And it's really to take a self-inventory. You take a self-inventory, you decide, and then you decide, right? Is where I am where I want to be? And so for me, it doesn't matter where I go or what I do. There's always something more. And that's what people have asked me a lot. What inspires me? And I'm always inspired by the fact that there's always more. There's more things to do. There's more people to help. There's more life to live. There's more places to go. There's more experiences to be had.
Right.
There's a more abundant life for me to live. No matter how abundant I may be living right now, there's always more.
Right.
So I am inspired by that. And so
you keep bossing up.
But that's, isn't that what we're supposed to do?
No, I'm totally here for it. But like I want to get here, and then when you're here, that becomes your normal. You don't want the normal anymore. You want to be here. You want to be here. And then you keep gradually, and then that's how you be princess of the world.
What are we gonna do, Pinky?
Take over the world.
So, yeah, guys. So that's really what this episode, the soul stirring part of Sippin' and Soul Speak, is about letting things go, getting ready for your mindset makeover, and being able to move into your abundantly dope life. And knowing that that is a moving target. It is not always the same place, because I think sometimes people are like, I've arrived. And that's how we get complacent. Yeah. So if you get to the point where you're like, I've arrived and I've achieved all the goals that I want, well then, so now what do you want to do? It doesn't mean that you have to keep pushing and climbing the ladder. Maybe it's, I want to experience different things. I want to meet new people. I want to impact other people, because I do aspire to inspire others to live their abundantly dope life. And so for me, that's really where it is right now, is like my mindset makeover situation is not really about just making over mindsets. It's really about inspiring people to impact their abundantly dope life.
Okay.
So that's really what it's about. So that's what we do here on Sippin' and Soul Speak.
That's what we do.
So you guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. And we appreciate you for just taking that time out of your day and joining us on Sippin' and Soul Speak. You could have been doing anything else. And when I mean you could be picking lint from between your toes and not listening to us, you could be.
But then you wouldn't have got to see caramel and chocolate. That lint wasn't worth it.
What is that?
Come on.
What's that candy bar? A caramello?
Caramello. I was right in the middle of it. Caramello. And I don't know. Not only do we know songs, we know commercial slogans.
So, this is what Sippin' and Soul Speak is about. We want you to drop that heart emoji down below if you're joining us live. And if you're catching us on the replay, go ahead and drop that number 2 in the comments down below. And so, guys, what we have started doing, we do have a giveaway every week, but it was getting very, very cumbersome for us to go through and figure out like how to write down all the names of everybody. So if you go to Eventbrite and you register on Eventbrite for Sippin' and Soul Speak, so you can just search Sippin' and Soul Speak, and if you register on Eventbrite for the event, we will enter your name into the drawing, and we will have your contact information, and we can mail it to you. So that makes it so much easier for everybody. We don't have to spend time writing down things and
then you be
trying to
win a chicken dinner.
Make sure we have, and she makes the dopest stuff, guys. So the Party Diva has sent out wine glasses, I think a water bottle, and some things that are, branded for I am the dopest or the dope life.
Positive affirmations from Dope on Purpose.
Absolutely. So yes, she said it perfectly. So if you don't know, I wrote a book called I Am the Dopest 55 Book.
She wrote a book, y'all.
And it's called I Am the Dopest, 55 Affirmations for Living Your Dope Life. And you can get that at dopeonpurpose.com, DOPonpurpose.com.
We will definitely do that, Stephanie.
Absolutely, Stephanie. So it's sippinsoulspeak.eventbrite.com. But we will message you the link as well. And make sure that you register for all of the events so that when you join, we make sure that we enter you into the drawing so that you can get a fabulous prize.
Because you never know what the prize is going to be.
You don't, and it's curated, but we can guarantee you it's going to be dope.
It's going to be dope.
And it's curated and created by the chief design diva. So, I love Stephanie. Hey Nick, hey Taylor, thanks for joining us on Sippin' and Soul Speak.
That heart emoji.
And dropping your heart emoji. We love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. And so we are, we're hoping to do big and great things, and we love that you guys take part of your Wednesday afternoon and are entertained by us. And hopefully you get a little something out of it that sparks some joy and helps you to live your abundantly dope life. So we absolutely appreciate you for being here. We love, 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 love that you came. And Nick and Taylor did not tell us what they're sipping on.
Air. Come on, y'all. Drop what you're sipping on. Just so we know.
We just like to know what everybody is sipping on.
It may inspire us to sip on something next week.
I was sipping on a frosé, and you still got something in here. She is still sipping. This is empty, y'all. So I had a frosé, she had a prosecco, and they were actually pretty tasty.
They were.
But we probably, if we come again, she would just drink the frosés, and I would just drink the proseccos.
Definitely that.
Oh,
Grandma,
Jackie, of course, Grandma
Jackie,
Ye.
You fancy girl.
Jackie always, it's either tequila or Grandma Ye, I can guarantee you.
Yay. No sips, but
Chocolate cake and ice cream, I'm coming to your house.
okay, I like that. Have a slice for me.
She said, I need a dopest sippy cup.
Sippy cups, got you.
She is not playing any games. Oh, a Cabernet. Nick, we're going to have to talk about that. I don't know about the Pila number 5, and I love a good Cabernet Sauvignon, so we'll talk about that.
That sounds fancy too.
It sounds delightful. so something's over here making noise, and I wasn't sure what it was. But guys, yes, thank you for joining us on Sippin and Soul Speak. We love that you have chosen to be with us. Make sure that you click the bell, right, so that you can subscribe and you'll know when we are going live. And then you can go to Dope on Purpose, DOP on Purpose, and then you can actually sign up for the event, so you'll get the reminders that the events are coming up. That is Sippin and Soul Speak. And we're here every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today is National Grandma Ye Day.
It is, and it's also National Macaroni and Cheese Day. Both of those.
I'm sorry.
So you're gonna have one of those sips before you go to bed.
I will,
Okay.
because I have a big bottle of Grandma Ye at home.
I'll take an extra sip of my prosecco.
So, yes. All right. Well, thank you for sharing a part of your day with us. Nick, thanks for enlightening us on It's Grandma Ye Day. Had we known prior, I probably would have ordered a shot of Grandma Ye. But I will have some this evening.
I'll still have my prosecco.
So, guys, again, we want to thank you for being here. Make sure you have dropped your heart emoji. Make sure that you are, if you're catching us on the replay, that you drop your number 2 in the comments down below. And join us next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to find out where in the world we are and what random ass adventure we are on and what kind of soul-stirring conversation are we going to have for you on next week. We want you to be dope because you are dope on purpose.